Well, hi everybody. I'm Dr. Verletta White. I'm Superintendent, Roanoke City Public Schools. Thank you so much for joining me for 52 weeks of reading. And I'm one of the weeks. And we have more weeks to come. Today I'm going to read Night Owl. But before I do, I want to thank Virginia Heights Elementary School. I am here in their beautiful library, as you can see all around me. And a special shout out to our librarians and our library media specialists. You know why? They help us find all kinds of special things. They help us find the perfect book that we're looking for, the perfect book that we can get lost in. They also help us to research things that we might be curious about. They help us with technology. They help us in so many ways. So the next time you see your librarian and your library media specialist, give them a big thank you. And that goes for our public libraries too. Be sure to visit your public library that's near your home. So let's get right to it. Again, the title of this story is Night Owl. Now, is this the type of night, like nighttime? No, we know that because of the way that it's spelled. Remember, the K is silent. So this is a night like this type of night. What does he look like? Let's get into it. And this story is by Christopher Denise, and that is the author's name. And I just love some of these illustrations. I think you're going to love them too. So, let's take a look at this little guy. Since the day he hatched, Owl had one wish. Let's take a look at Owl. Now, let's see if you can see him and you can find him. There he is. And you see he has a pot on his head and he has a pan on his chest. What is he trying to simulate? A night. There's his mom and dad. So he has that one wish. Let's take a look. He has a wish to be a knight. Now this is what the other knights look like. Look at how big they are. Where's Owl? There he is. All the way down there. So some might say that it's unrealistic, but I don't know. I think that this little owl has some big dreams. As a matter of fact, let's take a look. Every morning before he drifted off to sleep. Wait a minute. Every morning before he drifted off to sleep? Is that right? Why is he drifting off to sleep in the morning? Because he's an owl. And owls are nocturnal. I know, you got it. Owls are nocturnal. And that means that they stay up all night long. Sometimes I think my daughter's nocturnal, but that's another story for another day. Anyway, every morning before he drifted off to sleep, he imagined himself as a real knight, a knight like a soldier or a guard. He would be brave. He would be clever. Kind of smart. And he would have many friends. It was just a dream. See, you can see him dreaming. Those are the illustrations of his dream. Until one day, let's see what happens. My pages are stuck together. Here we go. The knights began disappearing from the castle. Why do you think the knights are disappearing from the castle? What's your prediction? Hold on to that. Let's see. Well, here they have a special announcement right here. It says knighthood in just 2 weeks. Apply today. Live a life of honor and adventure. It's like a little job posting. So Owl applied to night school. Not night school at night, but a night school to be a knight, like a soldier. And to everyone's surprise, he was accepted. Even his mom and dad look a little surprised. Owl was an excellent student. Look at him. He's doing his homework. Do you see he's doing his homework there? And he has some other friends trying to apply for night school too. But he had a tough time with the sword. And he had, even the smallest shield was still a problem for him. Look, because it's falling on top of him. It's a little too big for him. See that? The shield is falling on top of him. And he had a habit of nodding off during the day. Why? Because he's what? He's nocturnal. He's not used to being up during the daytime. So he had to kind of get over that. He had to fight through it. So night school was hard, but we can do hard things. Night school was hard, but Owl worked and worked. He graduated with honor, as all knights do. Now I want you to take a look at Owl. So here are the other knights who graduated. Where is he? Do you see him? He's down here. He's a little guy. Oh, but he's brave. Owl was assigned to the night watch. Get it? Night watch. He was very good at his job. Why was he good? Why was he good at his job? Because he's used to being up all night. Yeah, so this was very natural for him. The other knights usually fell asleep during the long night watch, but Owl didn't mind. All alone on the castle wall, he finally felt like a real knight. Until late one evening, it was very, very dark and very, very quiet when Owl heard a strange sound. Whoosh! It sounded like a huge bird flapping his wings. Ooh, Owl called. Look at his eyes. My eyes would look like that too. And where in the world are the other knights? They better wake up. He heard the sound again. Whoosh, whoosh. Whoosh, whoosh, whoo, whoo, Owl called. What do you think it is? Did you get any clues when you looked at the front cover? Some of you, yep, let's see if your prediction is right. Whoosh. Hoo, 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 Owl called. What is it? Do you see it? I see it too. It's a dragon. Who, me? Said a deep voice. Who, you? Said Owl. I was like, who are you in the world? I am a hungry dragon, said the dragon. Owl was very afraid. But because he was now a real knight, and knights are brave, he puffed out his feathers and said, I am Owl, and I am a knight of the night watch. You don't look like a knight, said the dragon. You look like a midnight snack. Owl's feathers trembled. Let me see you tremble. But because he was a real knight, and knights are clever, a little smart and witty, he said, oh, you don't want me. I'm too small. I'm hardly even a mouthful. He's trying to talk his way out of it. I can't blame him. A mouthful is enough, snarled the dragon. I'm all feathers and fluff, said the owl. A great dragon like you needs something tastier and more filling. He's using his smarts to his advantage, isn't he? He's trying to talk his way out of it. How about a pizza instead? That's pretty clever. Well, guess what? As it turned out, the dragon loved pizza. They talked about how each of them had hatched from eggs, how much they liked the night, and how flying was hard to explain to someone who had never done it before. They really had a lot in common. See, you never know. Look at that. Looks like a new friendship to me. The following week, not a single night disappeared. Why? Right, because he and the dragon are friends, and now the dragon's eating pizza. He's fine. Or the week after that, nobody disappeared, and every night, Owl patrolled the walls. What does it mean to patrol? Walking and keeping watch, right? It was very dark and very, very quiet. But Owl didn't mind because he was brave. He was clever. And just like in his dream, he had many, many friends. Look at all of his new friends. I can see the knights, right? Those are his friends. Do you see that dragon? The dragon is his friend. And look, looks like some baby dragons there. And of course, they're eating what? Pizza. Let's give this story a big round of applause. You see, you just never know. You might see someone, or maybe you're curious about who they are, and you might be a little shy to talk to them. But sometimes, if we have a conversation with someone, we realize that we have more in common than what we originally thought. When you have your family time, talk to your family about positive ways to make friends and how to be kind. What are some of the best ways to be kind to one another? Let's not judge each other, but let's be kind to one another and show kindness. And be sure to talk with your family about that, and talk with your families about how to visit the library and find books just like Night Owl that you love and enjoy. Remember that you can join us for 52 weeks of reading every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. And I can't wait to see all that you're going to read and all that you're going to talk to your friends about. And so, again, this is one of my favorites, and you can find this in your libraries too. Thank you for joining me for 52 weeks of reading.